What value was the bank adding in that previous set of transactions? We've got savers who wanted to save their money. We'd got a householder who needed to borrow money and a builder who was willing to build a house if paid. And the bank got the money from the savers to the householder. Why couldn't that just have been done directly? Cut out the intermediary. Well, usually savers are saving in relatively small amounts for relatively short periods. So householders want to borrow for 20, 25 years, generally speaking. Savers wouldn't normally deposit for that long. So the bank can take larger numbers of smaller, shorter term deposits. It aggregates them. It manages its balance sheet. It ensures it's always got enough funding. It maintains confidence in itself. So savers will renew or roll over their deposits, or new savers will come along. And there's enough funding there to be able to lend out longer term to the householder, who then in turn can pay the builder. The other thing is to do with credit. So some borrowers are going to default, but not too many. And if lenders are expert in lending, then they'll be able to minimize losses of that kind. And through having large enough numbers, so long as the percentages of defaults is low, they can cope. As far as the saver is concerned, the bank is safe, standing safely in between. The bank is absorbing any credit losses from the borrowers, and the bank is making profits which fund any credit losses it might suffer on its loans. So the bank charges interest to the borrowers. It pays less interest to the savers, and it earns profits, and with the profits it can absorb the credit losses, if any. So the bank is serving as an intermediary so that people can borrow in ways that they would not have been able to borrow from other individuals. So with the banks, the money can keep moving around and doing some good. Without the banks, there might be a tendency to hoard the money or not feel safe to deploy it in useful economic activities. So the bank facilitates the flow of money around the economy, and indeed it creates more money in the process of doing so. So here we've got 390 of assets working away, and in the absence of the banking system, we just had the bank notes, which were 110. So we've nearly quadrupled in this simple example the amount of economic activity going on, some of which is in the real economy and is generally agreed to be useful.